It usually happens without warning. You are standing at a party, or maybe sitting in a quiet coffee shop, or perhaps you are 3 dates in, listening to them speak about their childhood, their dreams, or something as mundane as their favorite kind of rain. And then, you feel it. It isn't just attraction. It isn't just the rush of dopamine that comes with a pretty face or a sharp wit. It is something much older. It is the distinct, unsettling, and electrifying sensation of recognition. You feel as though you have known them before. Not in a literal, past life sense, though you might joke about that, but in a structural, architectural sense. It feels like they are a key that fits into a lock you didn't even know you possessed. Suddenly, the world seems to make more sense. The colors are a little brighter. The silence between words feels charged with meaning. You find yourself thinking, where have you been? C.G. Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and founder of analytical psychology, had a name for this experience. He didn't call it fate, and he didn't call it luck. He called it the encounter with the Anima or the Animus. According to Jung, we are not born as complete, singular wholes. We are born into a body, and we develop a personality, what he called the ego, to navigate the world. But deep within the basement of our psyche, in the vast, dark waters of the collective unconscious, there lives another figure. This figure represents the other half of our soul. For a man, this inner figure is usually feminine. He calls it the anima. For a woman, this inner figure is usually masculine. He calls it the animus. Most of the time, these figures stay hidden. They operate in our dreams, our fantasies, and our moods. But every once in a while, we meet someone in the outside world who acts as a perfect container for this inner energy. When that happens, the projection snaps into place. The encounter is intoxicating. It can feel like finding your soulmate. But Jung warned us that this is also the most dangerous territory in the landscape of love. Because when you fall in love with someone who embodies your anima or animus, you aren't just falling in love with a human being. You are falling in love with a part of your own soul that you have disowned. So, how do you know? How do you tell the difference between a standard relationship and one that has tapped into this deep, archetypal current? If they do these things, specifically these 5 things, they're likely your anima or animus partner. Part 1. The mirror of the opposite. The first sign is the most obvious, yet the most misunderstood. It is the feeling that they are everything you are not. Jung believed that the human psyche is fundamentally bisexual in nature, not necessarily in a sexual orientation sense, but in a psychological one. We all possess a spectrum of traits. Society, biology, and our personal upbringing encourage us to develop one side of that spectrum and suppress the other. A man is raised to identify with logic, action, structure, and will, the logos. He suppresses his receptivity, his emotionality, his intuition, the eros. A woman, historically, was raised to identify with eros, feeling, relating, nurturing. She might suppress her assertiveness, her rationality, her drive for independence. This creates a gap in the psyche, a hole where are missing potential lives. Now, imagine you meet someone. You are a man who has spent his life building walls of rationality. You pride yourself on being stoic or not needing anyone. You are the rock. And then you meet her. She doesn't just have emotions. She is emotion in motion. She feels things you didn't know could be felt. She is intuitive, fluid, mysterious. To your rigid structure, she feels like water. You are mesmerized. Or you are a woman who has spent her life attuning herself to everyone else's needs. You are a master of empathy, but you often feel like a ghost in your own life, unable to assert your will. And then you meet him. He doesn't just have opinions. He has conviction. He has a direction. He carves a path through the world where you only saw fog. He seems to possess the word, the ability to name things and make them real. If they are your anima or animus partner, they will embody the exact qualities you have repressed in yourself. They shine with the light of your own lost potential. This is why the attraction feels so magnetic. It isn't just that you like them, it's that you need them. On a subconscious level, you believe that by merging with them, you will finally become whole. You can stop repressing that half of yourself because they are carrying it for you. This is the romantic tragedy of the Anima Animus projection. We think we found a partner, but really, we are looking for our own wholeness in the mirror of another person. Part 2. The uncanny sense of fate. The second sign is a feeling of inevitability. The timeline of your life seems to split into before them and after them. When you project the anima or animus onto someone, you are tapping into an archetype. Archetypes are universal, ancient patterns of energy that exist outside of time. They are the shared inheritance of every human being. Because of this, the relationship doesn't feel like a modern social contract. It feels like a myth. It feels like a story that is being written through you rather than by you. You might experience extreme coincidences. You might find you grew up 20 miles apart but never met. You might share a bizarrely specific childhood memory or fear. You might feel that you can read their mind. This isn't magic. It is the resonance of the unconscious. When you project this powerful archetype onto a person, you flood them with psychic energy. You become hyper-aware of them. You notice everything because your soul is screaming, "Pay attention." This is important. But be careful. This feeling of fate is the most seductive trap of the anima-animus dynamic. Jung noticed that this projection often obscures the reality of the other person. You aren't seeing their flaws, their bad habits, or their ordinariness. You are seeing them bathed in golden light. They become a god or a goddess to you. They are Helen of Troy or Lancelot. If you feel like this person is too good to be true, or if you feel a terrified reverence towards them, you are likely in the grip of an anima or animus projection. You have fallen in love with an archetype, and the human being is just standing in the shadow of it. Part 3. The emotional possession. Now we move to the shadow side. Because the anima and animus are unconscious forces, they do not always play nice. The third sign that they are your anima or animus partner is that they have the power to make you feel absolutely insane. In normal relationships, conflict is usually about specific issues: money, chores, time, jealousy. But in an anima-animus relationship, the conflict feels existential. When this partner withdraws their attention or criticizes you, it doesn't just hurt your feelings. It feels like a threat to your survival. It feels like the sun has gone out. Why? Because you have given them the job of holding your soul. If they are the carrier of your inner feminine, anima, and they reject you, your ability to feel anything at all collapses. If they are the carrier of your inner masculine, animus, and they leave, your ability to act or find meaning collapses. Jung described this as possession. For a man, a negative anima projection can turn the woman into a vampire of mood. He becomes moody, depressed, and irrationally sensitive. He might say, "She makes me feel so weak." But in truth, his own inner feminine is overwhelming him because he hasn't integrated it. For a woman, a negative animus projection can turn the man into a tyrant. She becomes rigid, opinionated, and coldly argumentative. She might say, "He is so controlling," but in truth, her own inner masculine has into a wall of unyielding logic. If you find yourself swinging between extremes of worship and hatred, elation and despair, you are dancing with the anima or animus. This partner holds the remote control to your nervous system because you have not yet claimed control of it yourself. They are triggering your deepest wounds, not because they are cruel, but because they are the catalyst for your growth. Part 4. The creative and spiritual catalyst. Let's step back from the darkness for a moment. There is a benevolent side to this, too. The fourth sign is that this person unlocks your creativity and your spirituality in a way that no one else ever has. The anima and animus are what Jung called psychopomps, guides of the soul. They're the bridge between the conscious ego and the deeper self. If they are your Anima or Animus partner, you will find that you are suddenly writing poetry, painting, starting a business, or exploring philosophy. It feels like a dam has broken inside you. For a man, the Anima is the muse. She gives life to his ideas. A man might have a logical mind, but without the Anima, his ideas are dry and sterile. When he connects with an Anima partner, his work gains soul. He begins to care about why he does things, not just how. For a woman, the Animus is the creative spark of logos. He provides the structure and the focus for her intuitive feelings. She might have a chaotic swirl of emotions and artistic visions, but the Animus helps her pick up the brush, write the book, or build the career. He translates her chaos into meaning. If you are with this person and you feel a surge of creative energy, pay attention. This is the hallmark of the archetype. However, there's a dangerous trap here too. It is very common to mistake this creative surge for love. We think, I love him because he makes me feel alive. But actually, the relationship is just the vessel. The alchemy is happening inside you. Many people make the mistake of becoming addicted to the partner, thinking the partner is the creativity. If the partner leaves, they feel they can no longer create. This is a tragedy. The goal of the Anima-Animus encounter is to eventually realize that the creativity was yours all along. They just held the mirror. Intense rush of, you are my everything. Stop and tell yourself. No, they are the catalyst. The everything is me. Step 2. Talk to the figure. This sounds crazy, but it's a core Jungian technique. When you are alone, write a dialogue. Imagine your inner Anima or Animus sitting in a chair across from you. If you're a man, ask your Anima, what are you feeling right now? Why are you making me so moody? Listen to the answer. It will surprise you. If you're a woman, ask your Animus, what is your opinion? Why are you being so harsh? Listen to the logic. By giving this inner figure a voice, you stop acting it out unconsciously on your partner. Step 3. Separate the person from the archetype. Make a list of things you love about your partner. Then, make a list of things that are purely human flaws. I love the way she connects me to nature. That's the Anima. I hate the way she leaves the dishes in the sink. That's the human. Stop expecting the archetype to do the dishes. And stop blaming the human for not being the archetype. Step 4. Become the partner you need. If you are a man seeking an Anima partner, practice developing your own feeling function. Cry. Watch a sad movie. Get in touch with nature. Don't make her do all the emotional work. If you are a woman seeking an Animus partner, practice developing your own thinking function. Make a plan. Set a boundary. State your opinion clearly. Don't make him carry all the weight of your reality. As you do this, the desperation of the relationship will fade. The frantic need will be replaced by a quiet, steady love. This is mature love. This is the gold. Conclusion. We started with the question, how do you know if they are the one? Jung teaches us that there are many ones. There are people we date for fun, people we date for comfort, and people we date for drama. But then there are the Anima and Animus partners. These are the ones who change our trajectory. They're the ones who haunt our dreams and force us to wake up. If they do these things, if they mirror your opposite, if they trigger a sense of fate, if they drive you to the brink of insanity, if they unlock your creativity, and if they ultimately force you to grow up, then they are your Anima or Animus partner. It is a terrifying gift. It is a dangerous blessing. Do not fear the intensity of it. Do not run from the darkness it brings. Remember that the feeling of falling apart is actually the feeling of your old, rigid ego breaking open to let in more light. If you are in this kind of relationship, take a deep breath. Be brave. Do the work. Because on the other side of the projection, beyond the veil of the archetype, there is a real person waiting to be loved. And on the other side of the struggle, there is you, whole, complete, and finally home. Thank you for listening. If you found this exploration of Jungian psychology helpful, please share it with someone who might be going through their own shadow work. We all have an Anima or Animus waiting to be integrated. The journey is never easy, but it is always worth it. Until next time, stay conscious.